It is just after 7 on Sunday morning, and I didn't realize that it's like 22 months for me post-op from my VSG surgery. And I have really crazy hair today, and you can see here I'm thinning like mad. Still, it never really grew back, but you know, honestly, I think it was coming even before. I got this mug, souvenir mug, when we went to Disney World, and I have 5 of them, one for every person in my family. They give you one for soda and stuff like that. For me, it's my morning coffee mug. 3 of these bad boys in the morning, sometimes 2. Today it's 3. And when I don't have any more of these mugs, I'm going to have to go back to Disney World. I don't even care if my family goes. But you know what? I'm going back. So, 22 months, almost 2 years. I spent the last 2 weeks recuperating from having hurt my back really badly at Planet Fitness on their weightlifting circuit training stuff, their 30-minute circuit training thing. I don't even know which machine it was. All I know is that I hurt it real bad. For the last 6 days, I've been on prednisone. Whew, that's a drug. I'll tell you what, it did more for my back to improve it and take down the swelling than anything. It made me feel so good. Oh my God. I was shuffling my feet. I couldn't hardly move. And prednisone helped tremendously, but coming off it is hard. I was crying last night. I'm walking now without pain. I still feel like after I've been up for a while, after I've been not laying down on my side for a while, I feel like I've got an egg of pressure in my lower back. And the more I do, the bigger the egg gets. It doesn't hurt anymore. It's just pressure. I'd been going to the chiropractor. I'd gone 3 times, and I kind of felt like I was getting better as time went by. And then I would go to the chiropractor, and I'd have a setback. And then I would get a little bit better, and then I would go to the chiropractor, and I'd have a setback. So I'm going to take some time off from going to the chiropractor to make sure that I'm not making things worse, because yesterday was worse. So during this whole thing, when I'm here at home and I can't really do anything, I can't really drive because I can't turn my head to look behind me at the cars, I had this thought process, you know, because my mind tends to just worry so much. And one of the things that I worried about is, you know, what if I didn't hurt at weightlifting? What if it's like some kind of crazy mass growing in my back? Because that's just the way I think. Another thing I was thinking was, wow, I'd look down and I'd be like, I really have such a belly. I'm gaining weight. I'm gaining weight because I'm not working out. I'm not doing anything. I'm probably up to 200 pounds. I'm really gaining weight. Well, I got on the scale today after 2 weeks of not being on it, and I am dead exactly where I was before I hurt my back. In fact, like 2 pounds lower, because when I'm not working out, I'm not eating as much. I haven't done anything in 2 weeks. I haven't walked more than, at the most, down 3 blocks to the corner to let the dog pee, because she's got this one spot on the neighbor's, the berm of their yard, you know, between the sidewalk and the road where she likes to pee. I haven't even done that in the last 3 days because I'm just trying to absolutely let it heal. But that's the most that I've done. I went grocery shopping 3 days ago, and it was much worse after that. So I'm trying not to do that, because walking through Walmart's like, it's like walking through a football field. And, you know, this is why I would like it if people would stop with the shaming of people who are riding in the handicapped little scooter things at Walmart. When I was 298 pounds and I'd throw out my back, or I'd have an attack of diverticulitis and I couldn't walk, because this is how it presents for me. It's just, it makes it very hard with both of these conditions. It makes it very hard to lift my legs, to walk. And I'm the mom, and I have to get the stuff done. And everything that's in here, I can't necessarily tell somebody else to go do. You know, and part of it's my own mental health. I need to get out and do things. So I took my pride and I set it aside and I rode in the cart to be able to do my grocery shopping. And I felt like I was shamed, you know, because, man, you're just fat. Why can't you stand up and, you know, do your walking while you have to ride around in that thing? And there were things that were on a high shelf, and I would stand up and get from the scooter. You know, I'd stand up and reach up onto a tall shelf and get that thing. And people look at me like, she can stand up. Why the hell is she riding in the scooter? Well, it was because I can't walk for long distances. That's what it is. But I'll tell you what, now, after having lost 130 pounds, if I needed to go and do shopping at Walmart, I'd probably be right back in that freaking cart. It never really had anything to do with my weight at all. It has to do with the problem in my digestive tract and the problem in my lower back. The weight is just a secondary problem. And so when you see somebody in one of those carts and you think, man, you fat slob, you can't get yourself up to do all this stuff. If you lost weight, maybe you could do those things. Yeah, well, sometimes losing the weight doesn't help. Sometimes it's just a problem in your skeletal muscle system and, you know, your body, and weight loss doesn't matter. Hang on. Okay. So in September, I had this thing that expired, my handicap placard, that I use rarely. I hardly ever have to use this thing. I got it back in 1996 when I blew out my back so bad that I couldn't walk at all. And my doctor gave me a form for it, and I sent it in, and I've had it ever since. I've probably used it maybe 25 times since 1996, but I keep renewing it. And this last time, when it came in August, well, actually, I knew it was going to expire in September, so in August I'm looking at it thinking, do I need that? Do I really need that in my life? And I thought, you know, just for the sake of, you know, kind of like crossing my fingers to prevent something bad from happening, I'm going to renew this thing because you just never know what's going to happen. And, you know, God, this is such morning hair. It's turned out that I need it. I don't need it today, but I need it in my vehicle because I never know when I'm not going to be able to park right. You know, and it's crazy because it's not always that I need to park close. Sometimes what it is because I can't turn around to look any more than that, sometimes I need to be able to park in a spot where I'm not going to have to make a sharp left or right hand turn to get out of the spot. The obvious solution to that is maybe I shouldn't be driving if I can't do that. Totally get that. Totally. And I haven't been driving much at all. So that's me 22 months out, you know. I mean, all the fears that I had about maybe I'm going to have gained 20 pounds have not been anything. And day by day, my back is getting better. My family has been taking care of me. Hey, my, you know, some of you who know me may know that I have a 16-year-old son who has what I happily call mid-functioning classic autism, which means he can talk a lot, but he still has a lot of autism and, you know, rage issues and stuff like that. He's a big guy, almost 6 foot tall, big guy, bigger than me. And I have at home a 12-year-old daughter who is the smartest, most lovely person ever. She's such a pistol. She's a lot like me, you know, and hey, kitty, kitty. They were in my room yesterday and Charlie came down. He said, Mom, I took my laundry downstairs. My kitty's coming to me. And I said, that's a good thing to do, Charlie. And I have just taught Rachel how to do laundry. And I said, hey, Char. And Rachel was standing there. I said, hey, Charlie and Rachel, why don't you go on downstairs and wash those clothes? And so they went down together. And Rachel, she's, she remembers how the machines work. And I just had to trust them because I can't go down there and do this stuff. Can't do all that bending to do laundry. And Rachel and Charlie put the clothes in the washer and washed them up, switched the laundry from the washer into the dryer, hung and folded the clothes. Rachel brought the clothes up. We don't put clothes in dresser drawers here anymore because they were all getting wadded up and everything in the kids' room. So I hang everything on coat hangers. I mean, everything. I even take bras and hang them on coat hangers. A bunch of bras on one coat hanger by the strap because then they don't get all over the bottom of the, they don't get all messed up in the dresser drawers. And she brought my clothes up and my husband's clothes up and she hung them all in the closet for us. And then she laid there in the bed with me and she watched Grey's Anatomy with me. Practically makes me cry. But I gotta say that it surprised me to see them working together like this. So there's good that comes out of stuff. I'll tell you what, coming off the prednisone is an emotional thing. It's like your adrenal glands have to start creating its own cortisone again, and you feel good on prednisone. Some people had said that Amy had said that she ate a lot on prednisone, and I didn't find that I was only on 4 milligrams each pill, but I didn't find that was the case. Warm. But I did find that the feel-good feeling was exactly what I needed, although I had to keep constantly telling myself, don't do more than you can just because you have this feel-good medicine in you. But the big thing about the surgery is that there have been times when I'd sit down with salsa and these little gluten-free crackers, and I could eat 7,000 of them. In my mind, when I sit down with these things, with the salsa and the crackers, I feel like I could eat 7,000 of them. But you know what happens is still 22 months post-surgery, my nose starts running. And it is such a signal to myself because I physically have to stop, reach for the tissue, bring it up, wipe the nose, and then I know because mentally the process in my brain is your nose is running, I'm sick. But for me now, it says my nose is running, I'm full. And I stop because I know that my brain will catch up and I'll feel it. And I've only had as much as a serving or, a little bit. I've only had a little bit. I don't have to eat the box. I don't have to eat a zillion things. I still get that feeling 22 months post-op, and for me, that's the most exciting thing about having had weight loss surgery. And that's the thing that gives me peace. Because the way I have eaten since surgery has at times been really great and at other times has been really crap. But it doesn't matter what I eat. I'm going to stop. I'm absolutely going to stop. And that's what keeps me in check. And being stuck in bed for 2 weeks with this back thing, I haven't eaten my head off. And I haven't gone way off the rails. So I have to say that it's a good thing and I'm happy. And we'll see where I am in a year. I'm still going to keep making videos, but we'll see. I got to cut this off now. Bye.